Aquarius, this is Joe, and I just did your June 2020 for singles reading, and I think it's a great reading. I think it's all about that work in progress that maybe you have been working on. You have the Hangman, and you have the Sun. These are the two cards to me I think are the most telling. And so let's have a look at it. I already recorded it, and so we're going to roll that in a second, but stick around to the end of the video to find out how to win a free reading with me over Zoom, and the details are at the end of this video. So let's have a look and see what's going on with Aquarius singles in June 2020. Aquarius, this is Joe, and this is a reading for Aquarius singles. Keep in mind this is an intuitive reading, and being so, it's not going to be for everybody. One reading might make sense to you, and later on in the month or the following month, it may not. The next one may not be for you. It just all depends. You'll know it and feel it. If it fits with you, it will resonate, and you will automatically know that this is for you. Parts of it may be for you, and parts may not be. Also, additionally. So with that said, we're gonna just get right to it, and just stick around to the end of the video to find out how to win a one-on-one video reading with me. It's a half-hour reading over Zoom. So again, I will announce that at the end on how you can do that. So this is for Aquarius singles. What is on your mind? The Page of Pentacles. Alright, let's see what else we can get for you. Aquarius singles, June 2020. Ooh, the Hangman. So this is what is on your heart. And what do you need to know? What's in your shadow side, your subconscious? Are there any hidden messages that you need to know about? We are going to find out. And we will clarify the cards that need to be clarified. You're the King of Pentacles. Alright, and we're going to take a look at the recent past, what it is going to be like for you heading into June, where you're coming from. We're going to see. You have the Four of Cups. This came out for Libra, but in a different position, so it means a different thing. And what is going to be the outcome for you? What is the highest probable outcome? Ten of Pentacles. Nice. Nice. Wow. Okay, so on the bottom of the deck, the Magician. So you are working your magic. I think that, so I said I read cards intuitively first, and then I will apply any face value to them, and we'll go from there. So the Four of Cups is really about I think dwelling on the disappointments, the losses, what you might say is a failure or something that has failed you. But really, to me, in life, there are no failures. There are just opportunities to learn. There are just lessons. So I really do feel like this is very much what this is about. So with that said, I think that there's a lot of focus for you on that. I'm going to zoom out just a little bit because I just realized that not all the cards are in here. Okay, so with that said, I really do feel like there's a lot of focus on that, and it is probably something that you are wanting to let go of. I do feel like this is something that you are kind of tired of carrying around with you, and that you are ready to just let go of. So you have the Page of Pentacles in the position of what you're thinking about, what is on your mind. And the Page of Pentacles, I think is, to me, is really looking at, you may be a young person, and I know young is subjective. Young can be a lot of things, but you may be a younger person, or you may be really trying to tap into a time when you were more youthful. And that is a place, I think, that you've had the realization that children, when they play without limits and boundaries. To them, anything is possible. And to children, when they are playing and they're in their environment, their imaginations are really unlimited. They don't have self-limiting beliefs. They can really trust and believe that quite anything is possible and quite anything could be true. So I think this Page of Pentacles to me is really you thinking about a time when you were more youthful, and a time where you were more free to think and feel like that. And this is something I feel like many of you want back, is that feeling of being more youthful and being free to discover, free to learn, free to pursue what it is you want that's going to bring you happiness and enjoyment. And I think for many of you, you have spent quite a bit of time in solitary confinement of sorts. This may be because of current circumstances, and maybe because of current events. This might be why this is coming out. But I do feel like there's been a time of solitary reflection, and you do have the Hanged Man here. And so the Hanged Man is a little bit different than the Hermit, and you know, the Hanged Man is more about just things kind of being in wait, and really things just kind of being in flux. And although things may be happening and going on in your life, it might feel like there's not a whole lot of movement. But I think this really represents to me more about a time period that you have been through that has kind of been transformational for you. I feel that there's this like evolution of yourself, and the evolution is going back to that time, like I said, where things were more magical, things were more youthful, things were just different. Your beliefs were different, how you looked at and felt about things, and that really brings an energy of creativity and limitless and boundless creativity in your life. You have the Magician here. So I do feel very much that's what this is about. Now, in the shadow side of things, you have the King of Pentacles. And again, I do feel like that there's been this element of spending time by yourself, reflecting, looking back at your life. And you may only be 25, so you may be looking back to your childhood. You may be, like me, 45, and looking back to your 20s. It doesn't matter. You're looking back and reflecting on a more, a time that had a different energy. And it is that energy of innocence and youth and naivety and all those types of things. And I think that that's really what this is about. But you are... you probably have a little bit of a struggle with that, because there's this mature aspect of you that wants to direct you away from that belief in magic, and that magic is something that we create from within. And so you might be sometimes doubting yourself. You might be trying to look at things more pragmatically, more practical, and there might be just a little bit of an internal struggle when you really are looking back at this time in your life. And I do feel that really this is all about attracting who and what you want into your life, though. And I think that many of you have realized that what you think and what you feel, what your focus is on, is really ultimately what you're going to manifest. You do have the Ten of Pentacles in the outcome. So, this Ten of Pentacles doesn't mean this is coming in June. To me, this is a work in progress. This is something you're working toward. And in June, you're going to get closer to that, I believe. That it's going to be another couple steps. It's not even one step in June. I feel like it's a number of steps that you advance and get closer toward your goal. And this Ten of Pentacles is about the material enjoyment of life, but it's also about your health and well-being, your emotional and your mental health. It's about your physical health. It's about family and children. It's about the home. It's about matters of the home. So I do feel like this is very much what you want and what you're looking for. And being single, especially right now, cannot be easy, but it does not mean that you won't meet somebody, and you might actually have somebody from the past kind of recycle in and out of your life. And if for some of you, because the Page of Pentacles can be about a return of somebody or something or an idea from the past. This might be, though I really do feel this is about a return to a time in your life where you're more youthful, a return to your past in that sense. But for some of you, somebody from the past may pop into your life, and of course that doesn't mean that you have to be receptive to that if it's not a good thing. So we're going to look at the Ten of Pentacles, because I really feel like there's only two cards that I want to dive into more here. The Ten of Pentacles is the first one, and actually we have two cards that came out, so we're going to take them, and I love them. Aquarius, you have the Sun, so you have the youth, the time when you were more youthful, shining on you, and it's really creating it's really just stirring your creativity. This is about having the universe at your it's got your back, it's lifting you up, it's empowering you, it's really driving, it's the driving force in June for you to really go toward what you want. And I feel like it's agreeing with you. This is about God or the universe or spirit or source or whatever agreeing with you that what you want is good, and it wants to help you with that. So I think this is beautiful. This is about all that creativity and that internal power that you can tap into. And then you have Temperance here. And so if you have anything that needs to be finished up in your life or wrapped up, any loose ends that attend to any of that type of business. But I think this is also saying to not set a time frame in your life for things to play out. To me, I feel like this is really just let them play out in the way that they're going to play out, simply by just doing what you're currently doing. Just keep doing what you're doing. And Temperance is saying that everything is being worked out for your highest good behind the scenes. So I do think that in June you might remain single for a time, and you might in July it could be, or in June you could you might know the person right now. I don't know, but you do have what you want coming into your life at some point. And the objective is the Ten of Pentacles. The Sun is the universe agreeing with you, and Temperance is saying do not limit yourself with any type of expectation of time. We're going to look at the Four of Cups and wrap it up. Nine of Cups. Okay, so you didn't get your wish in the past, and this is looking back at what I had said earlier, things, the failures, the mistakes, the things that you perceive are failures and mistakes, but really it's a learning experience. And that Nine of Cups, you didn't get what you had hoped out of a past relationship or past relationships, and this is why you're single, obviously. But I do feel like this is I'm going to pull one more, but I do feel like this is saying stop going back to that place and put your focus on the moment, what you're doing in the moment. Everything you do in the moment is going to manifest in the future. So really focus on the moment. Think about what you're doing now and not about the disappointments of the past. Knight of Swords. So you may have recently ended a relationship, and it might have come in kind of quickly. So you might have had a divorce, a legal separation, or something of that sort that came and went, and you probably have been single for some time. But the Knight of Swords, I do feel like whatever happened, it happened quickly. But I think this also signifies that the person that you last dealt with in a relationship wasn't what you had hoped. And we talked about that, the Nine of Cups. They weren't that person that was supposed to rescue you from life and the ups and downs of life and the disappointment of life. The person that you last had a relationship did not turn out to be what you had set such high hopes for. So we are going to Aquarius singles. We're going to pull a couple of these, and all you have to do, whether you're subscribed or not, is if you're not subscribed to the channel, and just simply comment in this video subscribed. If you are subscribed, just comment in this video subscribed. You only must remain subscribed for the duration of this giveaway, and after that you feel free to unsubscribe. But the details will be in the comments of this video, all the legal stuff that I have to say. But this is for a free 30-minute one-on-one video reading over Zoom. We're going to look for one more. I want 2 messages out of here. I want 2 messages. Okay, here we go. Truth be told. Okay, so I think, well, let's pull this one over here, to be fair. Okay, so this is, to me, is a lot about being honest with yourself. Also, to me, truth be told really is like a hidden message about being kinder to yourself and not being so hard on yourself. You might view yourself a bit harshly, and I think you need to be kinder to yourself. I think this is really what this message is about. And to not be so hard on yourself with placing blame on things that you had no control over. Really, the truth is subjective. What one person holds as the truth is going to sometimes be different than what you hold as your truth. And so I think that the focus on, if you're thinking about the truth of the matter, I think that really, does it really matter anymore? Really, to just realize everybody has a different point of view. Everybody looks at things differently. In the end, I think this is saying to be kinder to yourself, to go easy on yourself, to not be so harsh about past disappointments, to also be realistic about some things that maybe you should have, or you should be more realistic about some things that maybe aren't meant for you. And so to know and to trust your own internal knowing and guidance that some things just aren't meant for you. Some things just aren't for your highest good. So if you have anything going on that really is not really for you, just keep that in mind. And this is about a call to just being fair with yourself, to be honest with yourself, and to be kind to yourself, and to realize that everybody carries around a different torch of truth and perspective. So with that said, I'm going to end that here and ask you to leave me a thumbs up if you like this, subscribe if you want to hear more from me. If you want to enter the giveaway, just comment subscribed, whether you're a subscriber now or whether you have just subscribed to enter the giveaway. So with that, I'm going to say stay safe, stay healthy, and have a great rest of your day.